Hi guys, so today is day 54 of GoFundMe Challenge, and today could have been the last day of my challenge because today is the 30th of June. However, I did skip a few days, then there I think will be like about 4 or 5 days which I would like to catch up, and so I will film a few more videos. Perhaps this time I'll try to make a bit more like a quality or really even more insightful videos, and I will film just when I'm ready, and then I will make a final video to summarize how this challenge went for me and what I learned, um, and what other aspirations it helped me to develop for the future. And as for now, today I wanted to talk about the transmitting of the light, which teacher, our realized teacher, talks actually a lot. So people often see, especially when they try pursue, happiness and success. More they try to be successful in all areas of life, they start seeing that actually it's kind of impossible. So very often when people pursue career, then usually the health, goes down. Then if they look after the health, fitness, and career, then relationship goes down. When all these areas go fine, then might be something happen with children or family members, get unwell, and then you have to put your energy there. And so very often people go through life, like really juggling things around. And so this is explained in school that this is happening because we don't have enough life energy, or the light. We don't have enough light that would pass through us and would give us enough energy and would help to align things for us as well. Because it's quite arrogant and egoistic to think that we can, by ourselves, just with our life, make life happen. Didn't you notice that very often amazing things happen when you really don't plan, don't try, and least expected the best things really happen? So very often people do have, the goals of service, because again, teacher says that to pass more light, you have to have greatest goals of all. And some of them are goals to humanity and like divine goals, serving to God. What does it mean serving to God? It means, or living in God, it means to reconnect to your true nature, to start living from the feeling, and to be of service to everyone and everything unconditionally with the highest intent. And the highest purpose of the school is to awaken ourselves, to awaken or help awaken all the living beings, and go further, reach out outside the samsara, they call, outside the correction mechanism, outside the suffering, surpass the mind, and really come closer to this divine power where is no suffering and where the true life begins. Now, the very end bits about feeling divine power and immersing into the world of souls and living life truly, I can't share this because I do not have this experience myself. However, we always start from simply as things. One thing I definitely noted, that when I'm present, when I'm in my core, when I want to be the best version of myself, when I want, and I keep the goal of obtaining the freedom, of awakening, of keeping intent, to support this great goal of teacher, of the school, of the movement generally, which would help the whole humanity, you know, rise the vibration, rise the consciousness, because that, like a byproduct, would be saving the planet, saving the nation, the nature, preserving the nature, you know, cleaning the waters. For that, our consciousness need to change. For that, we need to be unified with the whole as it is, and that's the greatest goal of school is. And so very often people are serving like doctors, therapists, uh, teachers, you know, and still things are not going well. And teacher explained this is because the final goal is still quite selfish, because although you serve, but you still serve for the salary in order to what? To earn money, to bring home, to feed your family, to survive, perhaps go on holiday, perhaps buy few new things. So all those services not bad, but the end result is still uh, initiated by ego mind, is for me. End result is for me. End result is horizontal. End result to the ones that are surrounding me, not to the whole society as such, in order move closer to the divine, or to our source where we're coming from, to our source from which we separated with a mind in the first place. So, you know, you will notice that higher goals you raise, you will have more life energy, you will have, you know, more light. However, if that's not directed to the higher purpose, to unite with the source, to unite with life power, to awaken out of this mind game, out of this illusion, if the goal is not this, you will lack something somewhere eventually. So where I'm leading, you need to start looking and searching why you are here, why are you living, and really be careful for these mind requests, mind desires. If the circle comes all the way around your goal and ends up, for me, for my house only, for me to be happy in my house eventually, that's kind of not the way to go, or it's just not really promising you the happy and fulfilling ending. And you know, you can search and do and read by yourself, but our teacher always says that the most important is not to go alone, because the collective unconscious, the mind programs are very powerful. It goes such a speed, you know, the consumerism, the mass media, it just, the whole gadgets, the whole electronic, everything is really directed to get you more and more into mind, more and more into virtual world, more and more into this illusion game. And so my first advice would be, start quieting down, start meditating. You know, you can look through giving school videos and start having internet detox, computer detox, telephone detox, you know, mind chatter detox, and go into the nature in quiet, in silence, stand barefoot on the ground. You know, you need to start from something. Start helping people with no return. Start just giving word. Start researching about, you know, different spiritual schools, about teachers, about practices. you know, the change in the planet and universe always starts from within and our center. And so giving school, if anyone interested in giving school, we do have and teacher and the team. And very often why I stress so much that very hard to go by yourself, because teacher gives us this physics formula where the current equals the tension divided by resistance. And so each time when we reach for a certain goal, our tension increases towards the goal. And so at the same time we have ego resistance, which, you know, if a current, if the tension goes up, the resistance drags you down. That's our ego, that's our shadow, that's our programs. And so they pretty much are adequate to your tension towards your ego, and as much as you're gonna stretch, it's gonna pull you down. More you stretch, more it will try to pull you down. And so another physics law says that if there are two like parallel sources of current and they have resistance, their together resistance is double smaller than of them separately. So just by this law, and I believe as well, when there are two like wires with a current parallel, if they both put through the current, then they both together in a sum passes through more light together if they were doing that separately, as each, I think, 1.5 time they pass on time more. So in this case, that's how it works as well with meditation and practices and service. So the whole team of lots of people, when meditating together, when servicing together, when keeping the same goal together, there is ability to pass much more light and evolve quicker, because what life actually, not us, but actually that life, that light energy heals us, brings us luck, helps to bring money, helps us, you know, keep safe, as long as our end result is to help humanity to become free from the mind and return back to our source. That's it from me today, and I will see you another day. Bye bye.